Boom. All right, well, here we go. I'm back with the Barking Out West. You guys know I've been pretty consistent. If you follow my other page with my great co-host, Will Galvez, what's on the menu is doing pretty well. It's starting to get better. We're getting more comfortable doing it. We've linked up with JP25 Media. Josh, Zoe, Dave, Trav, those boys have been great for us. But at the end of the day, I'm a Cleveland kid at heart. What's on the menu is a show that's a sports show. It's a gambling show. We talk about everything in the sports world. But Barking Out West is something that's near and dear to me, something that I now feel super comfortable being able to step into and take over and start doing this podcast a little bit more. Especially with baseball starting, I'm not that excited for the Indian season. It sucks. A lot of you understand where I'm at with the Dolans and some different things that are going on out in Cleveland. But you know what? I'm out in San Diego. I miss talking sports. I'm ready to grow this community. And, Will has helped teach me some amazing, incredible skills that have gotten me to the point where I feel comfortable without him next to me on camera. So, you know what? Here we go. Let's get into it. I want to talk a little bit of Browns today. I want to talk about a little bit of Indians. There's a Cavs news that made headlines a little bit ago that I definitely want to talk about as well. So here we go. Guys, I was a season ticket holder through 0-16 and 1-15. Thousands of dollars just wasted for a worthless Browns team. And I mean worthless. But has Cleveland turned the corner? Are the Browns finally a team that people want to play for? I said that right. Is Cleveland finally a team people want to play for? The answer is yes. We signed John Johnson for significantly less money than he deserved. We signed Troy Hill for a very good contract as well. Last offseason, we brought in huge names, Jack Conklin, Austin Hooper. We still have Odell. Kareem Hunt even decided to come here and take a chance with us. Granted, that was because he needed an opportunity and John Dorsey thought that it would be a good fit, but it was, and Kareem still came here, and he wanted to be here because he signed the extension. Guys, Cleveland's turning the corner. It's a fun city. Everybody I talk to out here that tries to dog on Cleveland, of course, I'm 216 till I die, so I hype it up. I talk to him about it, and I'm like, look, even Jadeveon Clowney is looking to go to Cleveland right now. And now that I mentioned him, let's talk about this. The Browns are supposed to have him in on a visit either today or tomorrow. I've seen conflicting reports from Josina Anderson. But regardless, it's visit number 2. In my opinion, what I've read, what I think, visit number 2 means that, 1, we're doing a very, very deep physical with him. If Clowney's health is not 100%, I do not see Andrew Berry giving him a signature. I think he's coming back for a second physical because he knows the kind of roster that we have, and he knows the opportunity that potentially could be in front of him for either 1, a breakout season next year and hopefully get him a bigger contract, or 2, maybe a multi-year deal with a bunch of incentives where, you know what, I'm only 28 years old, I show up, I play hard for 2 or 3 years, I can get paid again. So, I don't know, Jadeveon Clowney is a very interesting situation. I still think that if we don't trade for another edge, I think that we go edge kind of early in the draft. I have some thoughts of what I think is going to happen with that Stephon Gilmore pick, but I'm doing the NFL draft show with JP25 and what's on the menu on Thursday, so my takes on that will be coming out here soon. But what would a contract look like for you guys with Jadeveon Clowney? Would you expect it to be a 1-year deal or a 2 to 3 year deal, potentially with a lot of incentives, depending on what Andrew Berry's thinking? Because our cap space is still in very good shape. I know that we have Odell on big money, Jarvis on big money, Denzel's going to need to get paid, Nick Chubb's going to need to get paid, and you know what? Baker's going to get paid. So hopefully Andrew Berry continues to be smart with the cap space and keep us in good position, because the amount of talent that we have on both sides of the ball right now is incredible. Secondly, on the Browns. Guys, I don't understand this. I don't know why it's ever been a topic, and I genuinely don't think that it should ever be a topic again. Those of you that think that we should trade Odell Beckham Jr., 1, unfollow me. 2, unfollow football. 3, come on. Guys, he is one of the top 5 talents. Talents. I didn't say players. I didn't say anything else. He is one of the top 5 talents in the NFL. His injury history is brutal. Absolutely brutal. I do not deny that. I'm not standing here saying, wow, he's not injury prone, because he is. But if we want to compete with teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Saints, consistently, even like the Ravens per se, because the Ravens still have a very good team, we need Odell to help us stretch the field. We do not have a single player besides Odell that is a deep threat. Higgins, Jones, Landry, Hodge, yes, they are great receivers, very quality receivers. But that is not winning a Super Bowl. That is not winning the AFC. That is not beating Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, fucking Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. Like, that's not beating that talent. Their defense is too good. We need to keep Odell Beckham Jr. in Cleveland. He has been nothing but a model teammate since he came in. Yes, I know you can nitpick things here and there, but what do you want? The guy's a superstar. He shows up, he works hard, the teammates love him. Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski both seem to love him. And I don't understand why there's so much slander. Please, if somebody actually has solid reasoning outside of he's a diva, he only wants this, he only cares, like, give me some solid proof and I will listen to your side of this. But until somebody can actually come to me and give me anything that would make me believe that Odell Beckham Jr. is a cancer on this team, I stand by my stance 1,000,000%. So Odell, I cannot wait to get you back healthy. I think that you're going to do nothing but help elevate our offense to even higher heights. Hopefully Baker got some confidence in there last year. He started slinging that thing around after you went out. And I know it sucks because your best game as a Brown came against the Cowboys right before you got hurt. I could not wait to see the rest of this year after that Cowboys game. But you know what? Shit happens. Adversity hits us. Backs against the wall. Keep grinding. I'm excited to see you back out there in 2021. We're going to move on to the Cavs here. You know, this isn't huge news. I'm not the biggest basketball guy in the world, but I do love my Cavaliers. Kevin Love, he's been injured the last couple of years. This year, he's only played a few games. Calf injuries keep popping up, you know. But listen, I genuinely think that he loves Cleveland, and he's here being a good teammate, being a good role model, working hard still. You know, past Cavs great Mark Price for second all-time in three-pointers made. He sits with 805 three-pointers made. I believe Mark Price had 802. So Kevin Love, big congrats to you. You know, that just shows that he's been in Cleveland a while now. It might not seem like it, but he's been here, 6-7 years? It's crazy to think about. You know, he only sits behind LeBron, who had 1,251 threes made. So just also shows to go that Cavs have not had many knockdown three-point shooters in their history. LeBron was definitely not a three-point threat. Even though Kevin Love technically is a sharpshooter from deep for his size and position, for him to move to second all-time also shows you how the game has evolved over time. So it'll be interesting to see for me, in my stance, who the next Cavs shooter is, because 853s, you think about it, really isn't that many. So I'm starting to wonder maybe if Colin Sexton gets a second contract or Darius Garland, does that end up going up for anybody? I don't know. We'll find out. All right, and last but not least, the Indians. My stance stays the same. It's very sus to me how quickly the Callaway situation just disappeared from everybody's thoughts. I still think the Dolans need to absolutely sell the team. If anybody knew about Mickey Callaway's shit that he had going on with the creepy pics, the weird-ass texts, you know, like being weird with everybody in the organization, like, they should be fired. If Tito knew about it, Tito should be fired. There's no room for that in today's world, especially day and age. It is way too common for females to be involved with our sports teams. It's way too common for females to want to work around them. There's no reason that they should be made to feel uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form in those settings. Speaking of uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form, Indians first baseman Yu Chang has been received some Asian hate mail or hate DMs recently. He had a throwing error that cost the game. I don't want to say cost the game, but lost us the game. You never know what would have happened in the 10th or 11th, in the bottom of the 9th against the White Sox yesterday. What's up with these keyboard warriors right now? I don't understand people just sitting behind a keyboard talking shit for no reason. Like, are you going to do it in real life? I don't know. I don't get it. Guys, just be a good person. That's all you have to do. I'm not even saying, like, you don't have to tell him, hey, you fucked up, because he did. He messed up. But you know what? Everyone messes up every now and then. Why do you have to take it to a point where people feel bad about themselves or try to make someone feel bad about their culture or upbringing? Like, that's just absolutely unnecessary and unneeded. Like, if you have any hate in your heart at all, I don't have time for you. And I don't have time for anybody in my life who does have time to, who actually, like, listens to that or, like, sheds it out or talks about it. No, absolutely not. Be better. Be good people, and this shit doesn't happen. Just be a good person. It's truly not that hard. You know, we're 5-4. Not a terrible start to the season. It's not. I was expecting far worse. But I also said our rotation was going to be really good. Our bullpen, we'll figure it out. But it's been tough so far. Emmanuel Clase has seemed to found himself in the closer role. I know that Tito hasn't really came out and said, this is our closer. He throws some wicked heat, 91 mile an hour slider, 100 plus mile an hour fastball and cutter. I mean, the dude is filthy. Add that in with James Karinchak. I mean, I think we have a pretty good 8-9 inning 1-2 punch there, and they're both very young. So if the offense can get enough runs across the board to get to those guys deep in the game, I actually might feel okay with where we're going deeper in this season. Bieber's doing Bieber things. He's on the bump tonight against the Sox. He leads the league in strikeouts with, I believe, 26. No surprise there. Shane, just keep doing your thing. Hopefully we don't get to the last year of your contract and we trade you out of town like we have every other star. But, it is what it is. I'll end it with this. Frankie, I'm still not over you wearing a Mets uniform. I miss you. Fuck you, Paul Dolan. I don't know what else to say. I genuinely, it's like a breakup for me right now. I can't fully buy in to any part of this season yet because I'm still dwelling over my ex. And if anybody has any thoughts or recommendations for me that can help me get over this, I am here for it. I want to hear from you. Tell me what you did to help you because it sucks. It sucks. I miss you. I don't know. I'll write you a love letter maybe later. But guys, that is all I have for today. If you have any questions or anything you want me to talk about or even come on and be a guest, please let me know. I look forward to talking to you guys. I don't really know if this is going to be like a once a week thing, a daily thing. It might just be I see some news. There's some things I want to talk about. Let's hop on, post these videos up. Give me the follow at Barking Out West, Instagram and Twitter. Personal at Arrendale _. Don't forget to follow my main podcast page at What's on the Menu Daily. We post a lot of betting, a lot of picks. Will has good insight. He's a San Diego boy, real big baseball, real big football guy. And at JP25 Media, new media company, they have a bunch of different shows on their platform. Josh and Dave Palais are starting something special over there. So you know what? Let's get this work. You guys have a good afternoon. Hey, go Tribe.